What's your name and where are you from?
My name is Alex and I'm from Costa Rica.
Alex, what have you learned on this course about teaching and why is that relevant to you?
Um, I've learned a lot of things, but the most important one is that I want to focus on learning besides only focusing on teaching. So it's just like the results that I can see in my students and the learning process they go through, besides just like the way I teach or what I teach.
What are a few important things that you have learned about teaching English on this course and why are they important to you?
Um, I would say that one of the most important ones is this framework, ICRIF, because I've seen how um, natural it is. Like I can relate to things I've learned about my life and things I've learned about like I don't know languages or themes in the university. So I can see the process and how natural it is. So it doesn't cause any kind of like shock. So that's one of the most important ones. Also the PDP framework. I think it's important also just like not to present things all of a sudden. It's also important to prepare our students for whatever you're going to be faced with.
Please describe a moment from your teaching that has impact and has you thinking about how to better serve learning. What happened?
Okay, one of the most important things I've learned in this course and with different trainers and with different peers is the importance of knowing what the objective is. Most times, I remember I used to teach things that I thought were important, but I was not paying attention to what my students needed. So yesterday, I was tutoring this young kid, and he was looking for help because he had a test today. So he showed me in his book, in his notebook, the topics that I was supposed to help him with. And then I noticed that we didn't have enough time for that. So I asked him, so what do you need right now? What's like your objective today? So he told me I just need to get a good grade. And I'm like, okay, do I have time to teach him English? Do I have time to explain to him the way this works? Or should I focus on what he needs right now, which is understanding the questions and like learning tricks in order to know how to answer a question? Um, I saw him and I saw his mom because she was with him, and then I told him like these are our options. Like, what do you prefer? Like, I can explain to him like different things on how English works, but we won't have enough time to cover those important aspects that he's gonna have to um, work with in the test. So they told me like we need a good grade for tomorrow. So of course I had like two different things in my hands. Like I'm a teacher and I love like focused everything on learning, but at the same time like what he needs right now is this results. So I had a great moment. I think I was able to be present for the kid, and it was not me trying to teach what I wanted to teach, but it was um, me identifying what the objective, his objective was, and I was able to. I think the three of us were able to tackle it. So I would say that one thing that helped his learning was that he knew what he needed, and he had all the information in his notebook. And but one thing that I think, according to what I observed and according to what he told me, that hindered his learning was that the instructions were not clear enough. Um, the things that he had written in the book, like they were not clear enough. So of course we had to like come up with like solutions and tricks to see if we could just like make it work. But I don't know. I think that both things are part of learning. Like things that are like difficult, and things that are like kind of like helping the learner. And it was interesting because it was like an hour and a half, but it was like a really nice experience for me as a teacher.
Alex, what generalizations could you make from these interpretations?
That's precisely the one that I like. I'm also studying a master, so I'm working on presence, and I think that that's the most important generalization I can make, and it is that when I am there offering and serving, and I'm not like trying to judge anything, then the learner is gonna feel it and is gonna be able to open up and explain what he needs to learn. And I was able to be present, and I was not judging anything. I was just like trying to observe and see what he needed. And so I would say that basically that's like the most important generalization. When I am present for my learners or my students, then the connection between the two of us can grow and can be even stronger.
Okay. What might you do based on this understanding?
I want to keep on studying presence, and I want to keep on working on descriptions, analysis. I don't know. I wanna learn more about this whole like reflective cycle system, because I think that when I am present in the classroom, when I am there for my students, I'm able to see things that I don't usually see when I'm like trying to guess what the problem is or what the positive thing is.
Okay. In conclusion, what have you learned about yourself as a teacher on this course so far? What has changed, deepened, appeared, disappeared in your teaching self?
Okay, I'm gonna try to start from like the last questions. One of the things that I think has disappeared, or at least I'm trying to make it like go away, is teacher talk. Um, I think I'm right now giving more chances to my students for them to come up with whatever they want. Like I am changing activities that I used to like speak a lot about. So I'm giving them the chance to share their opinions. If I'm asked what my opinion is, then I of course would share my opinion. But I prefer to have them speak a lot and share in small groups. Then something that has deepened in my like, let's call it style, is that I don't want to teach who I am, and that's something that I did for a long time. I want them to learn who they are, and by me like pushing or showing and sharing things that I enjoy, like I would be trying to make an army of people just like me, and that's not exactly what I want. I want to have a lot of learners finding out who they are as human beings and of course as learners.
There you go. Thank you very much.
Thank you.